Good evening, everybody. Welcome to VRML, week number 5, season 14. We are here tonight with Blaze and Dauntless. Dauntless being the home team, and Blaze being away. We are just about ready to go here because the last person from Blaze had just entered the lobby, and we are starting off on Suburbia, as you can tell with the scoreboard. And since we are going to be kind of pressed for time here, let's hop right into the bands. So, Dauntless. Huh. Why? Oh, Shipyard looks like it's actually the home screen of the main menu of Onward for some reason. Alright. A little bugged out there. Like, why is the home screen there? That's definitely not an image in our deck. So yeah, they're not playing Shipyard and Abandon, and Blaze does not want to play Abandon or Arctic and Subway. So, a couple of close range off the map, a couple of mid range off the map, a couple of strength bands there. It looks like because Subway is definitely one of the strong ones for Blaze. I'm sorry, Shipyard I think was a strong one for Blaze. Looking at the stats there, Cargo's still on the table. And Blaze has historically dominated on that one. So I'm interested to see what Dauntless comes out with, if they actually do go to Cargo or not. And Subway not available is kind of an interesting choice from the fact that Blaze doesn't want to play that. We've seen many good plays historically in 13, and I think they did pretty good overall on it. So yeah, we'll see what happens tonight. Let's see, look at the roster for tonight. Dauntless has Don't Kiss, Crazy Story, Quico, Razor Gamer 500, Goose the Goose, and Blaze has Zero, Dr. Aquafighter, Beluga, Captain LB, and TVN Royal. So the usual lineup for Blaze. I'm not very familiar with Dauntless. They've been around since season 13. But I don't recall casting them in the past, and when I looked at their casting history so far this season, I saw that they had nothing there, and I was like, oh, this should be a pretty good matchup overall tonight, so get them casting a little bit of visibility. Looking at season 13, they weren't cast at all as well, so it's good to get them under the spotlight and the microscope here tonight. Both are currently silver teams, so we should see a pretty good amount of action overall. Looks like Blaze has dropped down 8 positions so far, whereas Dauntless has dropped down only 4. Dauntless with a 4 and 2 on their roster here so far. And I'm getting DMs. Is this for the match? No, we can ignore that. And Blaze is 7. Or they played for 1-2, and Blaze has played 7 and 1-3. Suburbia being one of their stronger maps. Looks like here. Played the most times, but 50% win rate, whereas Shipyard has 100% and Abandon is 100%. And looking over at Dauntless, Suburbia is a 50% win rate. They played it twice, won it once. Looking at Abandon, they played it once and won 1 round. So they lost on that one, so I don't think they really like the bigger maps. Kind of looking at the rest of their stats here, Downfall was a 1 and 0 with 0 rounds won as well. So seems to me like a good decision to keep the larger maps out of focus for the night. Alright, let's hop into the gameplay. There's the bell as we could hear round number 1.
And Captain, I'm gonna talk to a moderator about what happened.
What Blaze comes out with. No pre-fire off the northeast side of the map there. Maintains a little bit of the idea of not knowing where exactly the enemy has spawned in. Beluga and TVN roll home similar angles, but a little bit of a different vantage point overall there. No comms from Beluga on that shot there, interestingly. But it does make Goose freeze. Look at Razor, they are not really going to get seen by anybody here until it's a little bit later on. Nobody's holding the high ground in the back house. Beluga's not careful. Goose could catch them out.
Hold the mic a little longer.
Tarp's car.
And instead, Beluga gets the shot early first. Goose goes back into the same position and try to at least suppress them, but is it going to work? Not so much overall. Beluga's going to dump another mag there.
I didn't even see him.
Zero gets the one on lane one, pushing all the way in. Quaco's going to have to look a little bit more carefully here as TBN is around the corner. TBN not looking to stretch, but Captain is, though. Not going to get that refrag, so it's now a 2v4 with Dauntless in a much better position strategically.
I think I saw him, I don't know.
But look at this, all the way in the back. Looks like Goose ended up going all the way ducking, backing around there. We can kind of see here by the body is laid out there, the captain traded out ultimately in the end. Lone survivor here. Aqua is going to have to look for Don't Kiss, but they realize that Razor's around the corner and they C4 them in the end of it all. Well, that's a way to go out with a bang there. And I'm realizing the game sounds kind of funny here. Let me just take a quick look at my audio settings. Sounds a little bit more deep. It's me. Not really sure why. Alright, not really sure why. Just sounds a little bit lower end than normal for me. Everything looks good on my side here. So taking a quick look at the counts there, I mean, we're only round one, so it doesn't really matter too much, but we saw Quico get 2 kills there. So let's keep an eye on how well they perform overall, especially if they're the one up on the rest team. It is spread out pretty even overall, though.
You guys hear me?
Bag if we can just hold this goal. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, we didn't get this one. I'm gonna go pre-fire.
Alright, careful, shit out of anyone.
Okay,
Okay.
Yep. Hey, pre-fire. You want pre-fire?
Yeah, just tell me where. Right here.
I'll go around the other side.
Alright, so it sounds like we're gonna get some pre-fire coming in here. Almost hit Razor in the back of the head too at the same time. A little bit of a smaller angle being held there for that pre-fire, but Captain with an excellent frag grenade up and over. It does clear that spot out ultimately, but nobody's there. Around the corner, C4 up and over, and they do down Aquafighter. An excellent throw.
By middle house. I'm down.
Shut up.
By me.
I'm
by me.
inside you.
Blaze with smoke. He's providing some additional support there. Razor coming around getting Captain, though, as they are coming through the hedges. And we still have like they were scrounging for something over there on Aqua Fighter, but we're seeing Dauntless yet again holding a greater position with player counts, and they are clearly showing a little bit more of a assertive force towards Blaze. Alright, so we might get some C4 action here, it looks like, because we had one good placement from Blaze and an up and over, an alley-oop, so to speak, on Dauntless with an excellent arm. So yeah, we're gonna get some good explosions there. I would like to see some grenades. There's a couple thrown, but I like grenade kills because I'm grenade magnet. Why wouldn't I like grenade kills? I was thinking, you see, we're moving into the center house, and expecting Blaze to kind of just hold in tight and lock down there. We've seen them pull a defense in this before. I think earlier in the season, probably like week 1 or week 2, where they've stick 3, I think it was, in the house. And then 2 on the wings to kind of maintain a little bit of the security as the team pushed in. But so that's at least what I'm expecting. And Dauntless, kind of like there's still assertiveness here. Like the smokes are coming out, and this obviously is a big one to maintain a little bit more of that obfuscation of where your movements are coming through. So let's see what Blaze is thinking. We're down to round as it is. This can still be a comeback and a win for them. Alright. That smoke lands on lane 1, but doesn't really help them very much. One goes down in the hedges with Goose holding a similar angle they did before. Quico and Razor around the corner from the backside of this building. This window's not being held, which is actually a pretty good idea overall, because this is such a common spot here that this is an issue if you actually start peeking it.
One down lane 1.
Razor's gonna at least make this a little bit harder for them and to trade out. So now it's a 2v3 with all 3 inside the building. Luga's getting a little bit peeky here though. They're now charging, it looks like. Look, I don't know if they're trying to get that kill, that refrag there, or what, but they're being very, very loud, and Don't Kiss is going to be seeing this from behind. Oh no! Getting a little bit pushy there ultimately. Zero's got to hear this.
-1, last one's upstairs.
Clearly some good headset equipment there. Unless we heard Aqua Fighter, Miss Aqua Fighter getting a little bit more antsy walking around.
God damn it, Miko. That was a horrible throw.
That was. Do better.
A little bit of taunting overall.
No, don't be taunting. Do better, you
yeah. I don't think Aqua Fighter was expecting them to come charging up right after that there. Alright, quick peek at chat here. Shout out to Boozy Shrix. Long time no see, man. It's been a long time since we've even chatted or played. Mason, Brookie, I recognize your name too. Fire Wifey, first time chatter for both Brookie and Fire Wifey. Welcome in. If you haven't yet, if you want the Onward action, give us a follow, both here on this channel, but Nightfire is over on channel 1 as well. That's Onward_VRML. There's no number on it. But give that one a follow, because that one's also got a lot of good action. and that's our primary channel where we broadcast these games. And Cynthia should be coming up here on channel 3 in 15-ish minutes. So yeah, we got some action going on overall tonight. And let's see. Quick peek at the scoreboard. Quiko 6-1. Don't Kiss 2-0. Razor 4-2. The rest are 1s and 2s on their side of the board. And the kills really aren't coming out from Blaze, it seems, here. With a 2-3, 2-3, a 1 and a couple of 1, and actually the rest are 1 and 3. So the team is a 3-2 split of 1 and 3s and a 2 and 3. So maybe it's just not holding the right angles. We're having enough of the awareness as to sounds and kind of checking to ensure that the tighter angles are held so you get a little bit more of that heads up. Like Don't Kiss is looking for a little bit of pistol action there. Ooh, Quiko just barely ducking away from Beluga.
One dead.
And that's going to be a good kill for Blaze because that at least gets the carpool out of commission there. There's only 2 others in the building, 1 out back. And I imagine Beluga has already radioed that out. They could even be shot through the wall here. Down they get Beluga, but uh-oh! Razor behind the TBN. They don't get anything off of that kill. Down goes Quiko in the end of it all as well. Blaze is finally asserting some dominance here. Catman LB just gets through the laser with
going around
the shotgun at a very, very tight angle coming through that doorway.
Back at porch.
It's a little flashlight play. I love flashlights. That is a brilliant spot for one. Looking here where the edge of where is acceptable to cap is entirely blinded out. TBN might find something here. Yeah, nice little peeky kind of spot. Gotta be patient. Looks like Goose might have been tagged. They're going with the shotgun. Oh, and an excellent spot with the shot again with these angles that they're really pulling.
It's you in the middle house.
We got the gun over there.
There's a down for them, but there we go. Blaze finally pulls one in with TBN returning the favor on the tight angles. This front yard has always been a key item that I like to hold on to because you can get the craziest little sneak peek angles on places inside that building. If you are careful enough to look in the front yard and you get lower to the ground, you will get those kills. Absolutely will get those kills. And when you're inside that building, you're not thinking about how do you obscure yourself from that. You're thinking, okay, I gotta just maintain security of the uplink, make sure nobody's on that stairway coming up, make sure I'm not getting flash, and that I'm able to at least peek around still. But you're not thinking about how am I going to get shot from the belt and below because somebody is actually trying to pull a good little sneaky angle. Oh, we're going the wrong direction here. Are we gonna finish this off with the back garage? This might turn interesting. Because with the amount of smokes we've been seeing out of Dauntless, this might see a fully obscured front porch. Alright, so Blaze is definitely getting back into the swing of things. Let's see if they're getting their spirits up a little bit more.
I'm gonna go to middle house porch. I can sit there.
Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of.
That sounds like they're just maintaining focus. 2 staying up top, looks like here, and the other 3. Oh, I'm corrected. 1 staying up top. Alright, seeing a 2-2-1 split here. 1 holding all the way in the back on lane 1. Crazy Story looking a little bit long from the bus. And 0 is holding a little bit more of an aggressive position. Ooh, same with Bluga here. Really not expecting somebody to be kind of sitting out in the open from this particular spot, but down goes 2 with that. There's a double, and they don't have a correct kill count now. Blaze is chopping down the defense here. I'm sorry, Blaze is chopping on the offense of Dauntless, and we might just see. Oh, Bluga goes down there. I was gonna say we might see Bluga get this 4th kill. Oh, trade out there. Alright, so Don't Kiss has got their work kind of cut out for them with a 1v3. 1 sitting all the way in the back. Is Cap gonna see this? It looks like they are. They're straight in the end! And Don't Kiss gets a headshot on Captain for it. Alright. So that is a good way to start coming back here with Blaze, like getting that double, unintended at least, but like that's a good momentum kind of cutter for Blaze to get into the range of capping. And they're now on Marsoc. Dauntless is going to be starting to kind of sweat this a little bit more because they really have only played this a couple of times in Season 14. Yeah, twice, and they won it once. Let's take a look at their Season 13 history again, quickly here. Suburbia, they played it 7 times, won it 4 times. So they're still kind of maintaining that 50% line overall.
Just saying.
Alright, so is Blaze going to cap and take this, or is Dauntless going to hold this with Quico having both the flashlight and C4? Where is this going? You can obviously hear all that pre-fire going around. Okay. Maybe we'll get a C4 thrown up and over again as well here. Remember, they were the one to do that on Aqua Fighter in round number 2. Alright, seeing a 3-2 split. Looked like lane 1 through that just as a distraction there.
Might have just got one.
And it seemed like it worked because Dauntless at least expended 1 mag there into the smoke. Quico's really just kind of sitting there being the ears of the team. Imagining Bluga's gonna get heard because Quico, I think, had a good pair of ears on him. they are basically pincering Quico here.
One behind garage.
Somebody's playing.
Laser over this direction. Down goes another one. There goes Quico. It actually was from Captain LB with that instead of TBN, who does come down off of the slide eventually there. Kind of pairing it 1-for-1 now, though. Aquafighter in a position to see this? Yeah, they are. Just a slow little angle. Oh, they come off of it as crazy stories coming over this direction. Razor Gamer hasn't moved whatsoever yet, so I'm imagining neither Aquafighter or TBN realize they're there. Lay it down, but now TBN's also being dialed in. Razor coming from behind! Oh, and Blaze is now in a worse position here for taking the round because Captain LB, who has not moved this entire time, has to now go back and get Aquafighter if they realize it, but well, there's a confirm, so it's a 1v1 now.
Down, 1 kill, spawn house, left side.
They don't
2
realize
kills
that they're the last alive though. Here's a question now. Who's going to see each other first? Because the uplink is way off the side of Razor. But they are dialed in on that. If Captain gets into the building, they at least can kind of start clearing out, but they have 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining overall to get towards the uplink and either identify where Razor is and keep inside the game, or Dauntless is going to take this map and start off strong. Who's going to move first and realize it? I don't think, no, there's no angle for Razor to actually see in here. And Captain's gonna get the 30-second bell in a second. No, they just looked at the watch and realize it. There we go. Oh! You hate to not see the checking on angles, but with 30 seconds remaining, that panic can kind of settle in. You do have a good little bit of time before moving, but overall, they had a great round, it looked like. They got 2 kills, I think they had said. There's a kill count for the majority of the team here, getting above 3s. 4s, yeah, actually minimum of 4. Razor 8 and 4. Quico 7 and 4. Let's see if we're gonna do a rehost or yeah, let's see if we're doing a rehost. Alright, hang tight. Let's figure out where we're going next. looks like they finally got done conversing about it. And the lobby's coming back up here. Yeah, what I was expecting. What'd you think? What'd you think? Where were we going? Where were we going? I'll tell you where we're going. We're going cargo. Where I was expecting to go with Blaze. Absolutely loving this map. Alright, we are starting off on the gas tank. So we're gonna see lots of smoke, lots of chaos in the middle of the map here. Alright. Wow, everybody jumped in real quick too. We are almost ready to go. Alright, shout out to the sponsors: VRML, ProTube VR, Asterion, VR Cover, Arma GG. Did I miss anybody else? Great accessories overall. ProTube, I have two of them. I got the Force Tube and the Mag Tube. Excellent set of hardware there overall, because it just keeps your hands in the same exact lock position, but you can also be flexible if you're going into, I guess, some of these newer guns might be useful that we're going to get in the next update, where you can kind of bend it in with a quick snap. And just kind of need to either adjust the tensioning on it to ensure that you actually can kind of bend the front down or bend the back down, however you want to do it, so that we can get a little bit of submachine gun hold, and you kind of get the muscle movement and muscle memory for ensuring that you actually get it in the position you want, or you kind of adjust your way in and down as you get used to the gun. The VR cover, excellent covers for the goggles themselves going into the facial insert spot, and they have a comfort pack, a regular pack where it's just the same thickness as the standard Quest headset one, and I think they do. I don't have an index, so don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure. Let me go double check real quick. Pretty sure they have every sort of headset that we have on the market right now for inserts. I don't want to be inaccurate, but I know they have the Quest side of things. And it's been a little while since I've been over here, because I haven't actually needed to buy it. And I'm seeing everything for the Quest still under the all products. Alright, round number one.
Already? I might throw a smoke. Should I throw a smoke?
We go with that C4 again. Not seeing the pistol on their body either. No, there it is. It's on the chest. The Blaze showing an excellent set of discipline for not pushing too fast. All kind of in the same area, except for one checking long.
On those green crates. He's in those green crates.
I'm not totally
Alright, someone died by, I'm assuming, tunnel.
that I know of on the outside of the tunnel.
I got him. He's confirmed.
Alright, a 1-for-1 in the end of it all here. Don't Kiss is coming around the corner to cover the angle in return, though. long way from tablet there too.
Nade out.
I'm gonna push up a little bit.
Honestly expecting a little bit of a faster pace to start off with here.
One guy's right in the middle of the map, right in the middle of the map.
Couple of mag dumps. Really only one kill so far. Oh, there's another trade out, but Beluga is revivable. Aquafighter looks like they may pick them up here. Woo, and that flashbang definitely got them. TBN gets the pickup in the end of it all. Knowing exactly where Quico is. Oh, a trade in the end as well. Beluga coming around to make sure they are indeed dead. It is a 3v2 now with Zero. Looks like they're kind of facing off with Goose. What does their angle look like in particular? There's a little bit of a gap. C4 clacker in hand too. Oh, there it is. There's a C4. Now with 2v2, that C4 is not going to be effective there. Zero's going to get all the way around and go down to Razor, who is sitting directly. Oh, what a wonderful frag grenade there. Only a down.
I think so.
And they've got the flashlight to at least blind Aquafighter. Long distance shot. And Dauntless are going to take round one here. Oh! And a little bit of a boop on the back of the head with a knife. So yeah, I was expecting Blaze to be a little bit more assertive there. Maybe this uplink isn't one of their strongest. Diamond is definitely a good kind of a charge-in point for them, because I have seen them both do fast and slower pace, but I usually don't see them go into the slower kind of a game to start off. Because uplink doesn't really allow you to charge directly in without a particular tactic in hand. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just they wanted to throw a little bit of a loop in there, and they just want to take it a little bit more slowly for this particular update. Alright, round number 2. The early positioning here doesn't really say that they're going to actually go directly to uplink. I know TBN loves holding in the middle. Quico is looking that they're going to be kind of holding a mid angle as well. Really just watching the tunnels.
One dead, right side.
Good pickup for Aquafighter on the right-hand side. Oh, pulling back out and around. That's a good idea based on that frag grenade or flashbang.
I'm down. I got one down on tunnels.
There's a confirm from Zero. Holding towards the middle of the map. You can really just see the patience here on Quico. They heard Captain earlier, but oh, I guess they did, and were very keenly aware of that position being in play. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. This is going to be a good length of the round here, it looks like. Quico coming out. A little bit more from where they were. Still playing it kind of slow. It's a 2v3, so they really don't want to charge out ultimately in the end here. That flashbanger is going to get a little bit of false sense of security.
Just you and I.
Nice one. There's two of them. I say go through tunnel.
TVN exchanging
go
out
for
in the
tunnel
end
too.
there. So now it is a 1v2 with Goose all the way back in at spawn. You kind of don't see this. Kind of don't really see this long of a pullback early on. It looks like they have the M16. They do. I did not like that weapon. In real life, at least. Onward's alright. So obviously we're seeing the patience kind of settling in here, but a 2-minute 45-second timer is going to really test that a little bit further with TVN.
Probably, I don't know.
They are getting a little bit more
Just wait.
peaky.
You'll know if mom's
It's a
home.
little bit more. They're
Or
kind of not really
down, or
peeking
if
as
it
much.
doesn't.
Maybe they're just moving.
Huh? What's down? What? Sit right there for a minute, alright? We'll check for you in a minute. There's probably the neighbor you heard a car door open and no one. You can sit there for a minute, you feel better, but I don't hear shit yet.
Sounds like Goose is talking to somebody about something going on in real life. The distance there for that conversation is a little bit more okay, at least. Oh,
Nice job.
Like,
maybe
control the guy that killed him.
maybe TBN's got some good ears on him though, because they knew exactly where Goose was for that that kill coming out and around. Maybe I could be wrong because cargo is pretty small, but I'm pretty sure you can't hear the regular volume conversation from over there. I mean, unless you buy like a pair of Sony headphones for like $350. Oh, wrong point on the board. Let me go back. Let me fix that. There we go. So round number 2 brings us with Razor at a 3-1, Clico at a 3-2, Crazy with 1-2, TDN with 4-1, Aqua 2-1, Luga 1-2, 0-1-2. So TBN 4-1. I think it's basically because of the angles that they were holding, because that middle set of rooms is very crucial for holding the later angle coming into a good crossing point. Like you see, if you kind of pull it up here, the angles they are holding on the southern half of the map is definitely one of those you can kind of split the map into two, left and right, into the two different lanes.
Alright, hold this motherfucker.
So it's a great
You pick
position
that
to
up
be
and
holding
you throw
overall.
that shit as hard as you can. Yeah, that was a wimpy throw. You gotta go.
Sorry, I'm scared to break my controller. I don't have a big play area right now.
No, you're gonna pull a razor or you're gonna film out the map.
Watch your brain, watch your brain, watch your brain.
Watch yourself.
out C4
Alright, so
right
Zero's
side,
good.
C4 right.
Ooh. I don't recognize whose voice that was, but that was definitely a very good call, because now that C4 is going to be neutralized or avoided entirely. Nobody's going to re-peek that.
It's on barrels. One also yellow room.
Goose, looking where that lead was coming from. Oh, that's a great smoke. Great smoke to blind them. Oh, but it didn't catch crazy enough. TBN being the strong one on the team so far is going down. Oh, and they TK'd with a Spas 12. And then they get a kill to kind of at least make up for it. Aqua coming around the corner with the flashbang, gonna be taking advantage of that. Now we're in a 3-3 with Beluga all the way coming through tunnel and back around. Gonna reposition there, and Don't Kiss looking long on the right hand side of the map. Say the western side of the map. Not really gonna see anything as Beluga's pulling back up and around. Well, depending on where they go, though.
Oh, sorry.
There's a quick turn of events. Look at that. Aqua Fighter with a swing wide, and the C4 wasn't even thrown from, I think it was Quico. So that's an interesting kind of turn of events. Quico's thrown the C4, if I remember right, every time they've taken it. So to not throw it either means that they were looking for a kind of a baseball throw again, or they just really get a good position in mind for it. And the identification of the C4 right in the middle here, I don't know if that was supposed to go on the ground or if it was supposed to go on the green containers. But that was a good call out to avoid everything in the end. If it went on the green containers, they definitely really wouldn't have been able to see it or know where that was. And I mean, if you're coming out of the red where Zero was, I don't think you're really going to look for this. I certainly haven't. So if they made that throw, that could have turned things around a little bit for them. Grab a soda real quick. And I'm back. Alright, what's next you got? I have assortment of candy and soda skirts. Leftover candy from Christmas, even. Red, green, gold. Now a Pepsi. What am I doing to my stomach?
You sort of get your
What was that?
Where?
Yeah, you want to go right? Yeah, go right, Captain.
Yep.
Oh, round number 4, not round number 5. I had a misclick. You could ignore that 5. We're not that far in. Ooh, an early pick out from TBN. Maintaining the dominant stance on these boxes continually. Goose knows exactly who is here and where they are, but Don't Kiss doesn't realize that yet. Beluga's also holding another angle here, but you're really not going to get anything until they come into TBN's line of sight.
I hear you.
Ooh.
Where is the green container?
Oh no, Onward timing.
Tunnel exit.
Beluga had an excellent position there for it.
One kill tunnel. There's still another one right side. Still another one right side.
Two dead. One by tunnel.
Down goes TBN and Blue at the same time here. This is now was turning into a 3v3 with a couple of kills real quick there. Dauntless is really just kind of holding back. They are not really progressing outside of their spawn area and basically are letting... No! Oh no!
Yeah, just you and I.
A friendly C4 on that. Well, there's the clacker. I wish we had some sort of ground effect to see where that was, but that's not looking good. Blaze did have the one player advantage over Dauntless with body counts. This is TVN, so it wasn't this particular spot. There's the one player advantage again.
I think that might be one last.
They are indeed right with the kill counts.
There you go.
And there is Blaze returning the favor so far, at least, on their map pick with number 2 here. Kind of wonder where that friendly C4 was. And why Dauntless didn't really move out of their spawn point? Why did they just allow Blaze to control the middle of the map? And they could have really even pushed even farther. They could have pushed to the green containers if they wanted, because of the fact that the ones who were sitting over here were eliminated relatively quickly. So instead of kind of at least pushing towards the green containers and maintaining the control, they let that kind of just go and let TBN and Catman hold the angles there in the mid. Alright, one left to go for Blaze, and Dauntless, if they defend this, at least put themselves back into a position where they can cap and take the map and win the match. But I got a feeling that Blaze is going to go aggressive. They're going to go in with smokes. They're going to go in with a strong push and coordination. Let's take a quick peek to see what Blaze is thinking, if that is the case.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Now we're going to do number 5. Here's round number 5.
71, 62, 185.
Uh-oh, not looking good for Blaze early on here.
Yeah, only 4 of us up now. They got peeking the cracks.
Pico is also looking to do some little bit of a peek in themselves. C4 is still on their chest. Smokes are coming out, but they are not moving and capitalizing on these 20 to 30 seconds there. Down goes one, so this is a 4v4. Down goes another with a smoke in return. Captain is charging in and does get crazy. Sorry, it is now a 4v3 with Quico off in the distance, laying down still, and Don't Kiss collapsing back in on the uplink. An uncoordinated push in that regard, but here comes the rest of the team, slowly but surely. Down goes Don't Kiss. Zero charging in with tablet. Oh, Aqua's charging with the tablet out. Zero is now tablet out as well. We have a race for the cap here. Quico cancels that cap out, and Blaze is going to take it by way of kills instead of a cap. A wise decision on Aqua Fighter to at least put the tablet down and go for the safety kill. Because if they remained with the tablet out, obviously Quico could have come in and shot them in the back, or they would have had to reposition around the corner and then hope for the best. But definitely safer than sorry to drop the tablet in this situation and take the kill for the win. We're going to do another lobby rehost, so we will be back here momentarily. Alright, where do you think we're going now? Give it a quick shout out in the chat if you got a hunch. Should put predictions up just for where we're going between maps. Be an interesting little bet instead of who's going to win things. Changes things up. Since everybody's not in yet, maybe 5 more seconds. Where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Here it is. The night version of Cargo, with a whole bunch of open angles and tiny little slivers to shoot through. And where are we starting off? We're starting off on the mast. Night vision on. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave night vision on just to give it a little bit better. The visual. Alright, everybody's in. Not seeing any swap outs here. So it should be starting up momentarily here. Tan the Man, welcome in. First time chatter. Map 1 was Suburbia, as you probably already have figured that out because I am on a 6-minute delay and you are seeing the scoreboard as I speak. Let's see here. Scroll back up and back a bit more. Let's see, Shrix, it's been a good few weeks since I last played. Been starting to get a little bit of the itch to play it again, though. Things have been a little crazy with life overall, though, with scheduling now. So, maybe one of these nights I'll hop in just for getting re-familiarized, especially with the couple of updates they've had here. Maybe the new update when that comes out in the next few weeks. Still have those submachine guns in play now.
Alright, let's get the guys.
Good luck, everybody.
Oh! Up and over on the C4 there. TBN's just gonna watch that angle now, at least. Uh-oh. Oh no!
Below, below.
Call it below, so you should be able to at least hear the fact that there's 2 sets of footsteps. I guess somebody tried to challenge TVN, and he lost that fight in the end. So oh! An excellent C4 there as well. So now nearly everybody is below. And yeah, 1 was all the way in the back here. 0's gonna get a little bit of action on the western side of the map. I'm gonna get this wrong, by the way. I apologize in advance if I say north when I mean west. Because to me, the ship is in the wrong. It's going the wrong direction. Even though we don't move, ship's kind of anchored right now. Trade out. And they're Dauntless now with 3-2. 0 is gonna get the action. There goes 1, and they go down in the end. Uh-oh. It's a 2v1 now. And Aqua Fighter goes down, running around the corner, trying to get crazy.
Laggy bitch.
Alright, I'm just deciding line here. But let's be friendly. Let's have some sportsmanship that's returned in either direction. Wow. Ones across the board for everybody in Dauntless. So everybody found a kill on that one, and 3 from Blaze, 0, Aqua Fighter, and Cap. So Blaze held a bit more of an exploded kind of a defense. I haven't seen Dauntless before. They haven't been casted at all this season, as we had addressed earlier. But given how they've defended so far, I'm expecting at least 3 around the mast. Probably 1 in the back building. I'm gonna say 1 down below because they sent nearly the entire team down below deck. So you kind of usually defend as you fight. So that's where I'm thinking.
Yo, I can never got hold this fucking bull. Hold this fucking bull. I have a flashlight on.
Hey, go behind Hesco. Somebody go behind Hesco. What the? Yeah, that's where I'm supposed to go over that one. Right, no, right here. This one? Yes. They can cap from behind that water barrel.
Costco?
Alright, Dolkin's gonna hold a similar angle as Aqua Fighter. Goose charging up into the middle. They're gonna take a little bit of a peek. Yeah, 1 in the back room, 1 down below. I was expecting 3 around the uplink, but I clearly was wrong about that. Beluga's going nice, slow crawl through the basement here. Oh! Goose is loving that shotgun.
I got him all flashed! Hell yeah!
They're underground. At least this guy was.
Crazy's gonna go check down under the ground on the other side as well. But the rest of the team is up top and not progressing too far forward without. Uh-oh.
Why did you do that? Quiet. I'm trying to listen. God damn it.
Are you underground or above ground?
Yes, I'm underground.
Oh. How can I hear you?
It's, I think Crazy is actually performing a bit of an interesting tactic of running around to see where the footsteps are. I haven't seen that on Tanker before, if that's exactly what they were doing.
I see one.
He sees one, and they saw them back.
Cooked them.
So it's a 1v1, or 1-4-1 now.
Not very effective.
Hi.
Don't do it! Don't do it!
Motherfucker.
I told you not to!
Wow! Pick up 0. There you go. So that was an excellent C4. I'm surprised at the baiting tactic there. That actually is a nice little thing that they did there. TVN checking their old spot.
Oh.
trade out in the end with the confirm from Aqua. So Blaze is starting to get a little bit more of this this aggression back. Quico's still really holding off in the back here. Aqua Fighter going down nearby the uplink, but not directly on it. Zero is coming around the other side. I don't know if they're going to realize that Quico is around the corner, though. Quico certainly sees or hears this angle. And no, they do not. So now Blaze have the difficult task here of a 1v2 with one on each side of them, really the left and the right. And you could hear just barely in the background the last moment there behind us, given the overall idea for Razor to look back this direction. Where are we going? We are in the middle. So Dauntless are leading the charge here with 2-0. And this one's kind of similar to Diamond in my opinion. Diamond from Carter, that is, of course. But I guess we'll see kind of how Blaze defend, and in return, if they don't let Dauntless get the cap, that is, how they'll approach it from the Marsoc side. Reminder to throw your clips of interesting points in the matches into the clips channel in the Discord, so that way we can have a collection of them to go here. We are week 5 right now, so this is the third of the way mark for the season. And I got some time next week, so I'm going to throw together a weeks 1 through 5 highlight reel and post that on the social medias here, Twitch source.
Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Ooh.
Okay, there's nothing on.
087 0729. 087 0729. 087 0729.
Wait, it is under or above?
Above.
Hear that code being memorized from Dauntless, really wanting to get that cap here and take the match overall. Down goes TBN, but they're only down. Now there's the confirm from Razor. Luca's also holding down below as well. Uh-oh. And a refrag with a revive. Bluga around the corner. Facing 2. Uh-oh, Aqua Fighter goes down as a collateral damage kind of a thing, and then Bluga gets the kill in the end. Quico has got the tablet out inside the smoke. Is this going to be the cap that they're looking for? Bluga's around the corner as a 1v2, and they... Wow, that was unexpected. I thought they were going to get the cap there, because it basically was the right timing, but they end up winning by kills. I'm surprised that Dauntless didn't state something as they were coming in for the cap. All right then. So I guess Blaze will get their turn on Marsoc here, and if they pull the cap, Dauntless is going back onto Marsoc with a new uplink. We've only seen 2 so far. There's one on the western, or I'm sorry, eastern side here on the crates. one in the back, in the house. Well, house, they call it incorrectly a house. The overall ship, I don't know what you call this thing. I'm not a maritime kind of a guy. What do you call this? Somebody Google it and let me know. But yeah, you got one back there and they got one down below. So we're gonna see.
Ooh, easy code, guys.
All right, easy code. Easy code has been declared.
What's on our side today?
Yep.
Night vision on almost everybody.
Yeah. That's my new one.
Uh-oh, down goes two right away. They were holding the same path. That is not good for Blaze.
One kill.
I think Quico just saw through the window there. Quico being behind it is not good overall. Don't Kiss gets Aqua Fighter as they are rushing up. Blaze is getting chopped down bit by bit. It's now a 1v4 and a 0v4 with only a 45-second round. Dauntless just obliterates on this map, and that is going to give them the match there. So, well, thanks for sticking around with me. It was an interesting one to see how Suburbia kind of turned out with a good bit of fighting there. A couple of good throws of C4, some frag grenades. Cargo saw a bit of a change of pace between fast and slow-paced game styles on Blaze, and Tanker Dauntless just taking control and not letting go of the ship. So that said, everybody's vacated the lobbies. Again, shout out to the sponsors here, keeping everything going with the prize pools and the infrastructure and the accessories that are given to the winners at the end of each season. And the Patreons. Didn't really have a Patreon. We started it last season, and I just know we have a Patreon now. So whoever's a Patreon supporter, thank you. If you want to be a Patreon supporter, help kind of with the funding of some of the back-end stuff, all the infrastructure, the VRML con going on this year in June. I think it's the week before E3. Well, thank you. And go check out the VRML con tickets. I think they are, I think they're like $55. I saw that like a handful of weeks ago, so don't quote me 100% on it, but they are for sale. Onward is not going to be part of it, but there are other games involved, and it is 2 days with a whole bunch of VR stuff going on. So why not consider it? Alright, enough of my babbling. Thanks for joining me. Have a good night.